President Trump believes climate change is a hoax. We know this because he has said it over and over again.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most prominent conspiracy theories that received mainstream recognition in the 2010s.
You know flat earthers, I guarantee it, but you don't know who they are because they're afraid of talking about it.
Number 10. Melania Trump was replaced.
Unless Melania had shrunk by about 6 inches and grown jowls overnight, "This ain't her," goes one tweet.
There have been a lot of replacement theories as of late. In 2011, a Brazilian blog called Avril Esta Morta theorized that pop star Avril Lavigne was replaced by a body double back in 2003. Aside from subliminal messaging in her music, the biggest piece of quote-unquote evidence in regards to this theory is her altered physical appearance. This same conspiracy was later applied to First Lady Melania Trump, whom some believe was replaced for public appearances.
Some saw Melania last Friday with the president on the South Lawn and thought some of her facial features didn't look like her.
Whether she was dead or in hiding, the real Melania was nowhere to be seen. Trump himself addressed these rumors, calling them, as he has so many things, fake news. And this time at least, that was actually the case, with Business Insider calling it, quote, a ridiculous conspiracy theory.
There's an element of truth to the idea that she doesn't want to spend time with him. Well,
Number 9. Nibiru will destroy Earth. Back in the early days of the internet, there existed a website called Zeta Talk, which was run by Nancy Leader, who claimed that she had contact with extraterrestrials.
The Earth is indeed a battleground between good and evil. The self-focused want instant gratification.
She asserted that a planet called Nibiru would pass close to Earth and instigate a cataclysmic pole shift, ending all life as we know it. While this theory dates back to 1995, it was continuously revived throughout the 2010s. The first instance was the end of the Mayan calendar in 2012, with many believing that Nibiru would destroy Earth on December 21st.
It's the apocalypse, end of days, the judgment day, the end of the world, my friend.
And in 2017, an end times conspiracist named David Meade revived the conspiracy to great media attention. Of course, nothing happened, and NASA was once again forced to confirm that Nibiru does not actually exist. Number 8. 5G causes harmful health effects.
Why are people afraid of 5G? One word: radiation.
The idea that wireless signals will destroy our health has been around for a long time, pretty much since wireless signals became commonplace. The 5G is killing us all conspiracy achieved mainstream recognition when it was blamed for starting COVID.
Fueling fires on cell towers in recent weeks across Europe, the United States, and now Canada.
But the health scare actually predates the pandemic. In 2019, the New York Times published an article blaming the Russian network RT America for spreading misinformation about 5G. According to RT, the cellular network caused the likes of Alzheimer's, autism, and cancer. Of course, none of this is true, but the conspiracy spread far and wide, with cities like Brussels, Geneva, and Mill Valley preventing the implementation of 5G networks.
There's further no evidence that people living near 5G or other similar towers have increased risk of cancer or other health concerns.
Number 7. Pizzagate.
This case shows how fake news can lead to a dangerous situation.
Back in 2016, the emails of Hillary Clinton's campaign chair were hacked and published by WikiLeaks. Within these emails were alleged clues related to a secret human trafficking ring. Now called Pizzagate, the theory posits that powerful Democrats are running and engaging in a secret underground trafficking scheme. The term Pizzagate comes from Comet Ping Pong, a Washington pizzeria that was said to be related to the scheme.
According to the folks with the spider eggs hatching in their brains, Clinton and Podesta have a series of smuggling tunnels that connect to the basement of this pizzeria.
Spread by conservative pundits and alt-right trolls, the totally false conspiracy gained steam and had real-world implications. In 2019, a small fire was started in the restaurant. 3 years earlier, a man shot a lock inside the restaurant to investigate a storage room. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison.
How scary was the situation? He allegedly pointed the gun in the direction of an employee and fired the weapon inside the restaurant.
Number 6. The rise of anti-vaxxers. Much like the 5G debacle, anti-vaxxing became an enormous problem during the COVID pandemic.
There are pockets, and significant pockets, of the country where vaccines aren't happening because of those, you know, the anti-vaxxers or whatever you want to call them.
But the issue has, unfortunately, been around for a much longer time. Vaccines were first made mandatory in the mid-19th century, and the idea was immediately met with resistance. The movement continues well into the 21st century, and its consequences were made fiercely and scarily relevant in 2019.
I felt like the worst of the two evils was to vaccinate them and have them have a negative reaction versus not vaccinate them and have them get sick for a week.
That's when measles outbreaks saw a 300% increase from the previous year, a sharp jump that is largely blamed on the anti-vax movement.
The vaccination rate is way below the World Health Organization recommendation.
The measles vaccine was introduced in 1963 and is now on the World Health Organization's list of essential medicines. Number 5, QAnon.
Is there a conspiracy theory that you don't believe in?
That's a great question.
Remember the satanic panic of the 1980s? Remember how ridiculous that was? Well, this is the 21st century's version of that, and it is equally ridiculous. Part cult, part alt-right movement, QAnon posits that a group of powerful Satanists run a human trafficking ring and battled the Trump administration, who aimed to secretly arrest and execute its members.
The most far out of these beliefs say that celebrities and political elites actually farm children in underground caves so that they can drink blood, which supposedly staves off aging.
Trump is widely depicted as the savior in this narrative. While the conspiracy originated on 4chan, it was mainly spread by its even worse and more underground counterpart, 8chan. However, it found mainstream recognition once Russian and Chinese media got hold of the story. Donald Trump retweeting QAnon accounts certainly didn't help either.
Update from the trenches. Keep red pilling. Keep going, because it worked. It's working. It's beautiful.
Number 4. Jeffrey Epstein didn't end his own life.
Epstein was dead, but EMTs inexplicably moved his body before investigators arrived.
On July 6, 2019, financier Jeffrey Epstein was arrested on charges of sex trafficking. He was dead just 1 month later. The official story is that Epstein was unwilling to face punishment and took his own life. But many people aren't buying it, claiming that too many things don't add up, including discrepancies in the story and a lack of proper prison procedure.
2 guards sat just 15 feet from his cell, failing to check on him. Prosecutors say the guards slept and shopped online.
The conspiracy theorists posit that Epstein held powerful secrets about powerful people who subsequently ordered a hit to ensure his silence. Numerous reports prove the widespread belief in this theory, with a 2020 Rasmussen report showing that just 21% of Americans believe the official narrative. Number 3, the Flat Earth movement.
And the Earth is?
Flat.
Flat. The Earth is flat.
My reality, my senses tell me that the Earth is flat and stationary.
We've known that the Earth is round for millennia, with ancient Greek thinkers like Pythagoras and Plato writing about a spherical Earth, and the idea quickly became commonplace. Point is, we've known that the Earth is round for well over 2,000 years, yet people still hold to the archaic belief that it's flat. The internet was a huge boon for the Flat Earth movement, which earned widespread prominence throughout the 2010s.
You know Flat Earthers, I guarantee it, but you don't know who they are because they're afraid of talking about it.
1, 2, 3, we're not crazy!
Celebrities like basketball player Kyrie Irving have espoused Flat Earth beliefs, and the first Flat Earth Conference was held in North Carolina in 2017. Furthermore, a YouGov poll conducted in 2018 showed that just 2/3 of millennials believe that the Earth is round. Let's hope that the rest were just trolling.
It's probably the most nonsensical suggestion that a thinking human being could possibly make. It is drivel.
Number 2. Area 51.
The U.S. Air Force is warning more than 1 million people not to try and raid Area 51.
Conspiracy theories develop around many government activities. They also develop around many secret places. Put them together, and you have the granddaddy of them all. Ever since the government acquired the site in the 1950s, Area 51 has been the subject of countless conspiracy theories, with most of them involving aliens and UFOs. The base received widespread recognition in 2019 in the midst of the Storm Area 51 phenomenon. What started as a joke on Facebook quickly blossomed into a cultural event, as millions of people planned to storm the base and uncover its long-hidden secrets.
Some of them are just curious. They don't know what it's about. Others
Other people believe that they've been abducted. Other people believe they are actually aliens and they want to go out there to hopefully get back home.
In the end, only about 150 people showed up, no one got in, and the event fizzled out with no mind-blowing reveals.
A bunch of random people in weird costumes standing outside of a government base? Why would you want to miss that?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into settings and switch on your notifications. Number 1. Climate change is a hoax.
30 years ago, no one spoke of climate change. In fact, no one spoke of fake news either. Yet today, the pair are uneasy bedfellows.
It seems like we've been getting a lot of weather-related conspiracy theories as of late. In 2021, one bizarre theory went viral claiming that Texas snow was, quote, created by the government. But that's nothing compared to the widespread belief that climate change is a hoax.
President Trump believes climate change is a hoax. We know this because he has said it over and over again.
Proponents of the theory argue that climate change is either outright fake or grossly over-exaggerated. Most of these opinions stem from oil industry propaganda and far-right political outlets, and they're having a huge effect on public opinion.
People who are attacking science will take that element of the scientific method and use it to confuse the public. They'll say, scientists have uncertainty, therefore they don't know anything that's going on.
Between 2001 and 2012, American belief in this environmental issue fell from 75% to just 44%. However, there was a brief resurgence in 2017, with 60% of Americans believing in climate change. Yet many people still find that a worrying number. Which of these theories do you think is the least plausible? Let us know in the comments below.
What we don't need is Denise from Facebook telling everyone that cell phones are going to give them cancer or that 5G is a mind control experiment. Denise, seriously, give it a rest.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.